In case you missed it, here's a full recap of the JJK 265 leaks. And side note, there is a lot of yacht this chapter, so I'm going to paraphrase this so we can get to the juicy parts. So as we see them strolling through the city, Sukuna realizes what's happening to him. He asks Yuji if this is actually his domain, and Yuji says, I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I was desperate and I wanted time to talk to you, so here we are. And then from there, Yuji starts narrating core memories from his life as he takes Sukuna on a literal trip down memory lane. He showed Sukuna a park he used to play in, and he talks a lot about how his granddad raised him as if he was his own child. There was even a point where Yuji picks up a flower and he tells Sukuna it's one thing, and Sukuna actually corrects him with what the flower is actually called. This prompts Yuji to ask how he knew about the flower, in which Sukuna says it's probably from Megami's memories. Yuji realizes that Sukuna must know about these memories that he's showing him because he was also in Yuji's body at one point. But Sukuna sets all that down and says it's a waste to read useless memories. Like, side note, they're really having an uncle and nephew bonding day. Like, at one point Yuji talks him into both crawfish fishing and an archery contest that Sukuna washes him in because of course he's from the Heian period. And what's most interesting is while he's walking through these memories, he's also noticing the differences that time causes in these places that he's been. He even goes as far as to tell Sukuna how much he loved the winter and specifically the snow. He felt like it wasn't really Christmas if the snow didn't pile up, and at one point he felt like Santa Claus was real. After a while, Sukuna gets tired of this and he tells Yuji to get to the point, and Yuji's like, you know what, at this point I've already shown you everything I want to show you. Sukuna says, spit it out, get on with it, what are you trying to tell me? Yuji says, I used to think till recently that understanding and fulfilling my role is what it meant to live. And if I died fulfilling my role, I could truly say I died the right way. But now I feel a little different about it. He continues, your role can be anything, like walking a dog or nurturing your family. He's essentially saying that the tiny fragments of memory that make up a person are what gives value to human life. And as he goes deeper into the soliloquy, we see people that have passed that we really cared about before, like Gojo, Choso, Nobara, Nanami, etc. He continues, it has nothing to do with how someone dies. I couldn't ever forgive anyone who acted as if that value doesn't exist, and Sukuna, I loathe you. People aren't tools, we aren't born with any set role, and I have no clue whether humans are fundamentally good or evil. And maybe I'm the one in the wrong, so I thought I should at least let you see the humanity of someone other than yourself, of someone you see no value in. Sukuna finally responds, I don't feel a thing. I understand everything you're saying, and yet I feel absolutely nothing. Then he says, I feel dumbfounded by how cowardly you're being. Your rage towards me, your hatred, is this all it amounts to? And then slowly Sukuna comes to the realization. And that realization is that Yuji is actually pitying him, and this is his way of showing compassion. Yuji's eyes suddenly turn hostile as he declares, that's right Sukuna, I have the ability to kill you. Release Fushiguro, and if you come back to me, I'll spare your life. And hearing that fully enrages Sukuna. The last thing he says before the chapter ends is, it seems like you have a severe misunderstanding. I won't settle for just slicing you into pieces, brat. I'll kill everyone right in front of your eyes that you care about and hold value. And it looks like from here the battle begins. Unfortunately, there's a break next week. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.